Tad Smith Coliseum. The building that had served as the home for Rebel basketball was finally getting the reprieve from its duties. On its last night of service for Ole Miss men's basketball, the Tad Pad had one more memory to create. One last overtime finish before the page would be turned for good.
And right now, Troy has been confident. They were allowed to hang around. And Ole Miss has got a fight on their hands. Big shot.
Ooh, Bernardo buries a three. Yellow. Got it. Tied at 80. Miller. Moody knocks it away. And then a foul. Saiz sitting on 10 points and 8 rebounds. Here we go. Person. No good. Ole Miss survives Troy. And the lights will go out at Tad Smith Coliseum with an 83-80 win over Troy in overtime.
We had a tough showing in Kentucky, you know, so right now we just got to get back to the grind, you know, and earn that back on Thursday.
Let's go! The Pavilion is official now. It's official now. I don't want a partner right now. I'm too hot. I'm too hot to give anybody else any bucket. I think the Pavilion got the home feel on it already. It don't even take time. You know, they built it real fast and it's already broke in. I'm already wet in here. I feel like a microwave even though it's cold. And this is what we got recruited for. We're playing the Pavilion.
Tonight is the opening night of the Pavilion at Ole Miss. This brand new basketball facility and all of its breathtaking glory will begin its history on the University of Mississippi campus here in Oxford, January the 7th, 2016.
It was incredible feeling, you know, seeing all the people that was there, all the support we were getting, you know, moving to a new place and seeing like how many people were getting now, you know, and it was a great feeling.
Having a crowd like that, you know, I mean, I've seen it, you know, in other gyms, you know, but having a home crowd like that, you know, is definitely a game changer.
Coming from high school to junior college and now to Tad Pad to the Pavilion, it's like major leaps. It was crazy. It was an experience that I'll never forget.
If the Pavilion signaled the next chapter of Ole Miss men's basketball, then it would be authored by head coach Andy Kennedy and the Rebels. However, Alabama would want to write a story of their own, of how they upset the home team on opening night.
Now to Giello. Giello fires left-handed shot. It's in and back in. It popped out, and Tomas Giello will have the first basket for Ole Miss in the Pavilion.
While the ball was leaving my hand, I already knew it was going to go in. But then it actually started bouncing around the rim, so I wasn't sure if it's going to go in or not. So there was a little bit of moment of,
Saiz turns and fronts Norris, drives in, turns, puts a little hook shot, scores! He just took a power move on Norris to the rack. Back to Perez, to Moody again for a three. He got it!
Well, you can feel the electricity. A lot of excitement in here tonight. You can tell the sixth man of this Ole Miss fan base is alive.
Yellow.
You know, he's a guy, he's never going to roll to the basket. He's always going to pick and pop to that three-point line. And when he goes quickly in rhythm, he can make those shots.
Yellow drives, right-handed layup, sticks it in the on the glass and through, and drew the foul. What a power move by Giello. He doesn't do that a lot.
Despite the energy of the sold-out crowd urging the Rebels to an early 25-15 lead, the Tide were about to go on a roll of their own and provide Ole Miss the first taste of adversity in their new building.
Edwards, deep three. Alabama starting to feel a little bit more comfortable in this building. Back to Obasahan, he'll swing it around. Edwards in the corner, got it. Good offense by the Tide. Edwards for three, got it. Alabama has the lead, their first of the night.
Every game we play is going to be tough. You're going to have to grind it out, you know. If you relax for 1 second, that's what happened. Alabama, we relaxed for 1 second, and Alabama they jumped on us.
And then they finally caught the rhythm. They made some threes, and then, you know, the game kind of shifted towards their way. Everything was going their way.
Another three by Alabama. That's their 6th of the first half. Joe Basahan to Coleman. He fires. He connects. Another three. Alabama trailed 25-15, but they closed the half on a 25-7 run, and they lead it by 8.
You just wonder how that happened so quickly. Rebels playing very well, the crowd's in the game, and all of a sudden turnovers, not executing on the offensive end, leading to some runouts for Alabama. Then Alabama finally started making some shots. Need to talk about that at halftime, make some adjustments for sure.
After regrouping at halftime, Ole Miss would come out in the second half refocused and re-energized.
Knocked away by Brooks, and Brooks has the steal right here on the sidelines. Great play by Rashid. Rashid gives it up, gets it back, drives for the layup. Down low to Saiz, and he goes up for a dunk. Great pass in there from Newby.
We thought as a team, we were talking about, you know, making sure that we get the rebound. We limit them to one shot. If they get a shot up, everybody box out, make sure somebody gets the rebound, then push in transition.
AK always says, you know, to control what you can control, you know, and energy is definitely one of the things, you know, we can control as a team. So we try to make sure we come out every game as ready as possible.
Oh, Steph Moody! Get up and throw it down.
Later in the half, Ole Miss would regain the lead 53-52, relying on their big man down low to maintain it.
Saiz answers, assist to Moody. Saiz another rebound. It's 15th.
Now it's SEC time, you know, you got to step your game up if you want to win some games, you know, and I feel the support, you know, from coaches to my teammates, you know, and that's what I got to do. We want to win some games, you know what I mean?
Saiz, reverse layup. Rebels can smell it here. Excited about this one. There it is. 700 buildings at the Tad Pad. They win 490 across the street. Game number 1 inside the Pavilion goes to Ole Miss, 74-66.
Rebel Nation, can I have your attention for 1 second? I want to personally thank you for coming out today and making this a historic night for Rebel basketball. If you keep bringing the energy, we'll keep bringing the energy. I got one question for you. Are you ready? Hey, I'll see you Saturday.
This is my 320th game. I like to say that because I can't even believe it myself. This is my 320th game, which is it's such an honor for me to be the head coach in the SEC in my home state for our flagship university. And I honestly felt more pressure tonight than I did when we were in the SEC championship game, than I did when we were in the NCAA tournament. And I didn't feel that up until I was standing up on the sideline because I did not want to let these people down. I mean, we've never had a game like this at Ole Miss. You know, this has never happened. This is historic. And so I did not want to let them down, and I would have felt terrible if we wouldn't have got it done. When I looked at the schedule, it helps you on the front end, hurts you a little bit on the back end. That's why tonight was so important. But I saw they were still screwing in the seats at about 7:59, so I think we needed the extra day. Thank you.
Thank you for attending today's historic celebration and ribbon-cutting ceremony for the brand new Pavilion at Ole Miss.
For us to have this, to add to what Ole Miss has always been about, I'm excited for our players, but I'm really excited for you, Rebel Nation, because for the first time in history, we now have a venue that meets the standard, which is Ole Miss.
I tell you what, I was emotional on Thursday. Hotty toddy, beat Georgia, go Rebels!
The fact we were coming off, it was a quick turn. I mean, that's what the pros do. So we didn't use that as an excuse. We just came out and tried to do our best.
I mean, just to in 24 hours turn around and then have to go over Georgia film, scout, learn some of their plays, some of their actions. It's an adjustment, but we just here to do anything we can do to win.
Hoping to close out opening weekend of the Pavilion with a win, Ole Miss would once again channel the energy from the crowd to jump out to an early lead.
And there's a steal by Moody. Moody takes it down with a layup basket. 2-0 Rebels.
Yeah, nice anticipation there by Stefan. He saw that lob pass, timed his jump perfectly, was able to kind of tip the ball to himself and go out and finish for the layups.
He steps up and fires. And he splashes it down. Moody gets by 4 dogs and reverses it in. Dumps it to Kessler. Moody tied him up, took it away. No numbers for Moody. No matter, he feeds Brooks. Slipped it through to Rasheed Brooks.
Knowing that we have a student section, that's cheering for us, and just going as hard as we are, in the student section, that's great to see. I looked over, I seen AK doing it, so I'm looking around, I'm like, all right, I'm joining with him, I'm trying to just raise the levels up too.
Yet Georgia would remind Ole Miss this was indeed SEC play, and that the Rebels were in for quite the dogfight.
Loose ball, Frazier will get to it, and he feeds his teammate Mann, who's able to finish at the rim. Bede with the rebound off the Moody miss. Stephon Moody's been stuck on 11 for a while, and a 3 the other way. Out to J.J. Frazier. Frazier leaks away and finishes off the glass. Goes back out to Frazier, left wing for 3, and good. And Georgia's getting rebounds to go all the way out to the perimeter. Kind of an up and down first half for both sides. Georgia started slow, finished fast. And at the half, it's a 44-35 lead for the Bulldogs on the road in Oxford.
We don't want to give up, that easily, we don't want to let all people down, so we just came up with my energy in the second half.
Georgia, yeah, they were knocking down some shots in the first half, so in the second half we made a vital effort to, slow them down.
In the second half, physical play by both teams would lead to a free throw shootout, and with a minute remaining, the outcome of this game would be determined by sheer will.
Shot clock at 10. Charles Mann to Gaines to the corner for Frazier. Big time 3, J.J. Frazier. His first bucket of the second half puts Georgia up 4. Brooks in the right corner, fakes, backs up, he shoots a 3. Good, he answers.
He got the defender in the air. He probably could have drawn the foul. Steps to the side and knocks it in.
So I'm just here to try to help us get wins anyway, but it felt great. Just shooting that shot, making it. It was a confidence booster.
Rebels down 1, Georgia 71, Ole Miss 70. Moody gets it over to Perez off his hand. He saves it back into Moody. Oh my goodness, 8 seconds, 7 seconds. Moody penetrates, throws up the layup. It's good with 3 seconds to play.
So I look over to Coach Kennedy because he's always telling us you can't hear in the building. Look at me to see the next play call. So I look to Coach Kennedy. Coach Kennedy calling for timeout. But Moody, Moody's so fast, he's just going.
I was just trying to, get a little ball movement at first. I'm looking at AP. I try to swing it to AP. He's 6'9", I think he's just going to grab, but his momentum is already coming forward.
I saw Moody throwing the pass. I saw Anthony trying to catch it like a goalkeeper. He turned it over. He couldn't grab it again. He passed it back to Moody.
When it got back to Moody's hands, I knew play over.
It was just a garbage play. I just kind of just put my head down and try to make something happen.
Comes into Mann. Mann works down the sideline. Loses the ball in the corner. Long shot. It's off the iron. No good as Kenny Gaines missed a 3. And the Ole Miss Rebels have pulled game 2 in the Pavilion out of the fire. 72-71. The Rebels win again.
I'm just glad we got the win, man. I'm glad I could be honored, to give my fans another win in the Pavilion. I'm just happy for my teammates, man. We're here. We got to continue this and keep grinding.
I'm going to admit something to you that I just admitted to television. I was calling timeout coaches can't get timeouts. I'm yelling, and I forget the official, and he says, Coach, one of your players, you can't call timeout. You can't call timeout. So by then, after we had had that lengthy conversation, Moody had gotten to the right side of the floor, and he had an angle. So I said, hey, there's nothing more we can ask for. Downhill to his right hand, he turns that corner, boom. There's been some good moments in the history of this program. We've had a team that go to the Sweet 16. Winning NCAA tournament games is not an easy thing to do. Winning an SEC championship when the commissioner hands you a trophy and they pull out a ladder, that's a special moment. But I'm not sure really what you can do to top these last 72 hours. It's really been an incredible voyage. And for us to continue to stay the course, get stop after stop after stop after stop, under 90 seconds to play, made a play, you win in that dramatic a fashion. Oh, what a 72 hours for Ole Miss basketball. Thank you.